Hey, I'm Lori. If you're new here, I am the creator behind Stitch and Mow, which is a small crochet business where I specialize in crocheting creepy things, and you can see my creepy little friends back here. I also do cute plushies if the mood strikes me. I've just released my first crochet pattern, Tiny the Titan, and what the title of this video says, how crochet changed my life, is the absolute truth. I just celebrated my 1-year anniversary starting to crochet. It was on November 27th. Today is December 1st. And in this week's vlog, I decided that we need to celebrate that. I also have some other things that I need to take care of. I need to add some more things to my Etsy shop and take 2 orders to the post office. So it just so happens that my 1-year anniversary has fallen in like a busy week, and I'm very excited about that because it shows me how far I've come since I first started this, and it has absolutely changed my life. I am not being dramatic, maybe a little bit, and I plan on going into that a lot during this video. I'm just, doing the things that I need to do. I'm very thankful that I discovered this. It's kind of a funny story. I'm going to be totally honest. It does have to do with some mental health things, for the positive. So, if you're new here, I usually do come on camera disheveled and having just woken up. I can only vlog like at weird times because I homeschool, and that is a big part of my day. So the lighting is good in here right now in the mornings, so we go with it. But anyway, if you're new here, I'm usually as real as possible. Nothing is fake about this. So if you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and I hope that you stick around. When checking my analytics, I have noticed that a lot of the people who are watching my vlogs are not subscribers. So if you clicked on the title just because of, the dramatics involved with it, or just wanted to hear my story, consider subscribing and hanging out for a while. This, is a crochet vlog, so I talk about crocheting. I'm not doing any more markets for the rest of 25. I probably won't do my first one next year until the spring. I just don't want to right now, the holidays and everything. And like I said, I homeschool and we are not on break yet. So my crochet business isn't like my full-time gig, but it's up there. This is what I do for my income and for my sanity, pretty much. And we will definitely be talking about that more during this vlog. But yeah, just consider subscribing and hanging out and following along on all of the crochet antics here. And I'm also like completely lame, as you just saw. Like, I'm not, like a professional content creator, obviously. So I just do my thing. So anyway, it's a little after 8. I'm pretty sure my son stayed up late last night, and that's fine. As I said, we homeschool, and we are firm believers in slow mornings around here. My nervous system can't take morning chaos. So we're going to ease into this day. We do have some things planned for homeschool. And then after that, I will probably come on and talk about what we're doing for the rest of the day. We have, like I had mentioned earlier, we've got a trip to the post office, but I need to finish Tiny. So this is a gift for a 2-year-old. So I'm doing embroidered eyes, and I did these last night and I hate them. Like, I mean, that one's cute. That one didn't turn out, and then I accidentally pulled the white yarn and I detailed, like, drew in. So I'm going to redo these today, because I don't feel good about sending that out. And plus, well, it's probably, they don't look straight. So I used like a thinner cotton. I have a cat in my lap and this is enticing him right now. Anyway, I used a thinner cotton yarn, and I think that's a part of it because this is the demi pearl from Michaels, and this is, you know, a bigger yarn. So this yarn's pretty thin, and I think if I used a bulkier yarn, the scale of the eye would look better. This is what I normally use on a lot of my plushies. So I thought I'd give it a try. Did it last night. Don't like it. We're gonna redo it. So since I'm embroidering his eyes, I stopped making his head, and I'm not gonna stuff it yet. So we don't have to deal with, I wish I would have thought of this before, so we don't have to deal with stuffing fibers popping out, because that drives me nuts. And this is for a small child, so I don't want any of that crap coming out. But here's where we are with his head. All I have to do to finish this guy is redo his eyes, re-embroider those. We'll do those later. And then I've got his body almost made. So just tail one last night. Got his body almost made. I just have a few more rounds of his body, and then we can sew on his arms. And per customer request, we are not gonna do the angry eyebrows on him. We are gonna do like little sweet eyebrows. So we have that to do. And then the spike, which I wrote the pattern and I'm dreading it. It doesn't take that long to do it, but if you're new, like I said, I just released my first crochet pattern, and here he is. People are probably gonna get sick of seeing him because I've been like, hey, look, here's Tiny. I wrote him. I made him up. But here is the tail, or the spike that we're gonna do. And she requested green body and a red spike. So I've got 2 different reds that I'm thinking of using. I'm not really sure which one I want to use. I've got red blanket, brunette blanket, and then I also have a skein of the Big Twist Posh. I don't remember what it was called. Was it Big Twist Plush? I don't remember. But anyway, I've got some red in that, and I might use that for the spike. I'm not really sure. So I am going to work on something. I don't know what. I don't want to get into anything too involved because I will have to stop when my kid gets up. So let's just hope that Otis doesn't fall off the desk, and we will see what I can get into. Okay, we're back. Just got back from the post office and mailed out 2 packages. I didn't vlog it because I had my son with me and I knew he would think I was a big nerd if I was trying to do that. So we just did not do that. I'm still not comfortable vlogging in public. Plus we went to the post office in the afternoon and it was pretty busy, so anyway, I mailed out a Voodoo doll, which have like become my most popular item, which is fine. I love making them. And I mailed out Tiny. What's funny about that is I forgot to take any pictures of him. And he turned out so cute. So I think I said I used the Demi Pearl from Michaels. I had some problems with his eyes because the yarn's so big. It was hard to do the happy, or like the sweet brows. I'm used to doing mean brows, but I was doing sweet brows. So I'm not gonna get the other one. I know everybody's sick of him. Embroidered his eyes. They gave me problems just because I couldn't get them lined up how I wanted. And then after I got everything finished, one looked smaller. The white detail for like the reflection, I accidentally pulled something too tight and that disappeared, so I had to keep adding it in. I don't like embroidering eyes, but anyway. So there's that. I've shipped out 2 orders today. I'm about to sneeze, hang on. Okay. And I'm also filming on my iPad, which is why it's all grainy and dumb looking. I let my son borrow my phone so I could do some work. So those 2 things are ready. The people at the post office had never seen an international Etsy shipping label before, so that was comforting. It wasn't at all. So that's got me a little nervous. And I'm also I hate to say this just in case the person who ordered it is watching. This is my first and only international order. I did not know that I had that turned on in my Etsy shop. I have since turned it off. I am only shipping to the United States. I'm also worried that it's a scam. I've been paid for it. So I don't know. These are the things that come with having like a new Etsy shop that you just don't know how to handle until it pops up. So hopefully I didn't just get scammed and sending a Voodoo doll off who knows where, but I got paid for it, so I don't know. But like I said, they had never seen an international Etsy shipping label because apparently it goes to like a fulfillment facility. If anybody has like done this before, please let me know if this is how theirs have worked. It goes to like a facility and then it's sent from there. And it has like barcodes and tracking and numbers and things. But they were like, I guess they thought that since it was going to Germany, it should have like, hey, this is going to, you know, the German address. I went and had papers and all kinds of stuff for it, so we'll see if it gets there. But I just messaged the seller and told her that I just left it at the post office, or just shipped it out, and let me know if I have questions. And then Etsy, you know, provides tracking information, so that's going to be stuck in the back of my head for a while until it actually gets there. And then, yeah, today actually turned out to be a lot busier than I had anticipated, which is awesome, especially since like the only thing I had planned for this video or this vlog this week was remaking my first my first plushie, which as of right now I haven't even started. And then talking about just how I got to this point, why I started crocheting, and everything that it has done for me. It has allowed me to take voodoo dolls to the post office to mail to Germany. So never would have thought that. Okay. It's almost 4. I need my sweater and I need to figure out what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I will be back. I probably need to move the footage over that I've already recorded. I did like a packing up video. Hopefully I actually turned the camera on this time. You won't know this, but last week, part of the vlog that I was trying to film for last week, I also did a pack up and order with me for the voodoo doll that I sold last week. Didn't turn the camera on. So yeah. Yeah. So, let me see what I can get into right now, and then we will move on to something else. Okay, I'm back. So I had I had plans for this vlog, and those plans are being scrapped. This morning I wanted to crochet some. I had mentioned in another clip that I was going to remake the first plushie that I ever made, follow the same pattern and do all that to celebrate my 1-year anniversary. That is being scrapped because of, and it's a good thing, it's just kind of funny. I'm scrapping it because this morning I woke up and checked my email and saw that I had sold another voodoo doll. So I need to get to work on that. And I was gonna work on that earlier this morning during my morning crochet time, except the footage that I had filmed for this vlog that we are watching right now somehow got completely screwed up. The audio was messed up. Things were overlapping that should not have overlapped. I somehow am missing a huge chunk of what I had filmed. So I had to re-edit 10 minutes of my video. Ended up losing 2 minutes of it. And if you have ever edited a vlog or a video, you know that to re-edit 10 minutes of footage, that was more than an hour, like trying to get things lined up to where it made sense, because like some footage just vanished. So it was a lot. So to celebrate my 1-year anniversary, I had to re-edit a vlog and scrap a project so I can do a made-to-order voodoo doll. Good things, very good things. Which brings me to the plushie in question. This was the very first thing I made, and I just used regular yarn that I grabbed at the store, 5.5 millimeter hook, I think. I can't remember. But this was back when I would only use the hook that was mentioned on the yarn label, because I thought it was like illegal to use a different size hook. I also did not know which side you were supposed to use, so this is like the back side of the yarn, or of the piece. But anyway, this is the first thing that I made. What brought me to crocheting to begin with? So in my early 20s, I was diagnosed with chronic depression. Back then they had the very Addams Family name of dysthymia, which is what I still call it. And I say that if I was a Addams Family character, my name would be dysthymia. But anyway, chronic depression back in my 20s. And I also have anxiety. That's like a family trait. So I'm a lot of fun at parties. But anyway, I could feel myself last year around this time kind of starting to sink. I've had major depressive episodes before, so I know how the bad ones feel. I had one the year prior when we moved. I had lots of them. I spent like that entire year like in the bell jar. But anyway, so I could tell that I was starting to sink again. I was trying to get my own interior design business started. That did not happen. That was a huge bust. Every time I've tried doing it, it was a bust. But anyway, it's fine. And because I wasn't like focusing on design anymore, and that was like a huge part of my life. I was homeschooling, couldn't get a job, couldn't have anything for just me. So my husband's like, well, why don't you pick up a hobby? You're crafty, you're good at things, try a new hobby. So I didn't know what hobby I wanted to do, but I could tell like I needed to do something quick. And then I saw a crochet Art the Clown. Like, what? You can make creepy things with crochet? I didn't think that was possible. Like, I didn't think that was allowed. I honestly thought that the only thing you could crochet was like blankets and toboggans or beanies, depending on where you are, beanies and things like that, like stuff that I really don't have any interest in, mainly because I just don't have the patience for a blanket. If you need a blanket, I will get my mom to do it. Hit me up. But anyway, I don't have the patience for it. I just don't. And if that was the only thing that I could crochet, I would have dropped it immediately. Like, nope. But I started seeing like the Art the Clown plushie, Ghostface, like all of my favorite characters. And I was like, okay, that's what I want to do. So I grabbed some yarn. The very first thing I was going to make was Towley from South Park. But because it is pretty much a blanket, you know, I lost interest in him. And then I was like, you know what, I'll just start making plushies. And then I saw this guy. This is a Mario obsessed house. So this was like the perfect thing. So I started making him. I made my husband a plushie from his favorite Shakespeare character. And that was his Christmas present. And when he opened it, he looked at it and he was like, where did you find this? Where did you buy this? I'm like, I made that. And that was the end of it. So like he showed everybody and everybody was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that was the first big project that she ever did. And it was. So after that, I got the Art the Clown pattern for Christmas and the slasher bundle done by Danielle. So I made art and then I made Ghostface. And anytime I made something, I would post it and people were like, you need to start selling these. Okay, I'll try that. So I signed up for my first market in March and made $400. People were like loving my plushies. After that, I decided, you know what? I love watching crochet vlogs. I think I'm going to start my own. I am very socially awkward, and I'm shy. I don't like crowds. I don't like talking to people. So for me to have a vlog on YouTube, that's huge. But crocheting gave me so much confidence and like excitement about something that I had to do this. I started my Etsy shop in February. It was slow going because I wasn't really putting a whole lot into it. But now, like, I've made a sale consistently, even if it's just one sale, consistently for the last, I don't really know, like maybe 2 months. The last 2 months, it has really picked up. So I am so grateful for that. Because I homeschool, I can't get like a traditional job, and I really want to contribute financially to my family. You know, a $35 Voodoo doll might not sound like a lot, but for me, it helps. It has helped me with my self-esteem, and my confidence is like I actually have it now. But it has helped me so tremendously come out of my shell a little bit. And because of the type of crocheting that I do, my little friend's back there, I feel like more of myself. When I was in design, I couldn't be me. I couldn't be, you know, the horror movie loving creepy girl. But now, like, that's kind of, I mean, that is who I am. It's who I've always been. So now I feel like I can actually be myself more. So that has been huge. At 46, I can finally be who I am. And lo and behold, it's me when I was 15. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, it has given me, crocheting has given me confidence. It has taught me a new skill. It has done something to where, like, you've seen that thing on Instagram, I'm sure, or social media, where it talks about the repetitive movements of crochet and how they are soothing to the mind. 100%, especially when you use like a thicker plush yarn. It's very soothing. It is like a very positive sensory experience for me. Just the way the hook goes through the yarn and how it works, like, that is amazing to me. That is so soothing and comforting. And I woke up cranky this morning, and it's because I haven't crocheted, and I really need to get started on this voodoo doll. So that's what I will be doing later on. But, you know, that's pretty much my story. You know, I felt myself sinking. I didn't want to. Grabbed a hook and some yarn and got to town. And it has, I'm not going to lie, with the help of Lexapro, Buspirone, looking at you guys, it has helped me with my mental health. It has given me something to be excited about. It's given me confidence. It's given me a creative outlet, which I was in desperate need of. It has brought me to the crochet community, which is like the most amazing group of people I have ever known. It has just really done a lot for me, and I'm so grateful and thankful that I bought that hook and that cheap yarn. And I'm thankful for everyone who has supported this channel, bought something from me, thought about buying something from me, is about to buy something from me, supported me through this whole thing. It really has changed my life for the better. And I'm so happy that I'm here, and I can't wait to see what the next year brings. And in saying that, I need to wrap this video up because this clip is 12 minutes long, and that's a lot. Sorry. I tried to get through it as quick as I can, but that's just not going to happen. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for hanging out with me and listening to me ramble. Like I said earlier, a lot of the people who have been watching my vlogs are not subscribed, so we need to hit that little button down there and subscribe so you can, you know, come back and hang out some more and see what else we can get into. But until then, thank you all again. I'm so appreciative that you are here, and I'll see you guys next week.